Hello and welcome. My name is Ellis McFarlane, and I'm your empowerment coach, your speaker, your trainer, and basically someone who has been wanting to record a podcast for a few years now. So we're going to do it. Full disclosure, we are going to be really effective with our time. So I'm going to record this as a video each time and we're going to upload it to our podcast channels. We're going to upload it to our YouTube channel. We're going to also put it into our Facebook community and all the things. Okay. So sometimes you're going to hear me refer to it as a video or sometime as a podcast, but we're going to make use of it because we want to reach and help as many people as we can. Let's just jump straight into it. This is our first episode, okay? And I just wanted to do this episode as a little bit of my background, my story, just so that you can see basically how I got to where I was, where I am right now, wanting to record my own podcast. So let's do a little bit of a rewind. So let's go back to 2016, okay? Basically, I was working myself like in a full-time job. I was also self-employed. I had my own bookkeeping business. I say had because I decided that it no longer fills my cup, so I'm not doing that anymore. I started my bookkeeping business back in 2006. Okay. Now, love, love, love bookkeeping. Okay. I've always loved figures. I've always loved digging deeper, looking for the patterns, looking for the trends, identifying areas that could have improvements, forecasting, all the things. So love, love, love bookkeeping. Okay. However, I also loved the job that I was working in as well. It just got to a point where both roles were initially kind of part-time. Okay. So initially they were part-time bookkeeping, part-time in my other management role. And they just got busier and busier and more involved. To it turned into I was working about 80 hours a week minimum. Okay. So that's if you put it into 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I was doing that for a little over 2 years. Okay. And continuously doing it, thinking, we'll just get through this next quarter. We can do it. Things will calm down. It'll be fine. Let's do it. And that's how I was running. What did this mean? Okay. Basically, the short version of it, it meant that I didn't turn into a very nice person. I my relationships were suffering, with my family, with my friends, all the things, because I was putting work first. Okay. So my kids, I'm a mum of three boys. My kids would come and talk to me. And in my head, I was like, spit it out. I've got 3 minutes. Like, you've got 3 minutes to talk to me. Tell me about your day. Spit it out. And nobody wants to be like that. Okay. I would go to family events and things like that. And I'd be sitting there going, now if I'm here 2 hours, now when I get home, instead of finishing at 1 o'clock tonight, in the morning, I'm going to have to work till 3. And that's not a healthy way to do it. And even my health suffered. I basically, popped on something like 20 kilos in the space of like 6 months. So everything was suffering. And full disclosure, nobody did this to me. Nobody asked me to do these extra hours or nobody asked me to fill in. I did it to myself. Where I worked and my bookkeeping business, it just got busier and busier. And I just kept thinking, look, it's only another couple of months. It'll be fine. I can keep doing it. Oh, they need help over there. I'll take that workload on. I can do it. It needs to be improved on. I'm the best person for that job. So nobody did it to me except for myself. Okay. And in hindsight, what did I learn from this? I learned a lot. Okay. However, what then happened was I basically came across another opportunity. Okay. And it literally has changed my life. And I know that sounds super cliche, but it did. So I came across a network marketing company and I signed up and became distributor. So initially when I signed up, I went along and I purchased some of the products, okay, from somewhere. Um, and I purchased some for my mum. And my mum absolutely fell in love with the products and wanted more. And I tried to buy more. And being a network marketing company, you couldn't just buy it in this, in the stores or things like that. You could only buy it from distributors, which is fabulous. However, I couldn't get a hold of the distributor. So I was like, okay, let's just sign up and become a distributor. So that's how it literally came about. I had zero, okay, big fat zero intention of ever doing my network marketing thing, if we call it a thing, as a business. I literally signed up to buy my mum some more of the product. However, um, my life changed. Okay. I literally saw a different side of me that I loved. Okay. Now I've always had an entrepreneurial vibe. Okay. Even starting my own bookkeeping business, back in 2006. And even any of my work roles, I've always had like an autonomous role, or a management position where nobody kind of told me what to do. Or if I did have like a boss, it was the direct owner of the company. So I wasn't ever, I was someone who could see what needed to be done and I could just do it. Like there was never anyone going, oh, is this, can you get this done by this time or anything like that. So I think I've always had that entrepreneurial vibe. Maybe it's just that I don't like people telling me what to do and I'd rather be in charge of my own time and things like that. That's probably what it actually is, to be honest. Um, but this network marketing thing just kind of, I don't know, it brought out a new passion in me and I absolutely loved it. So I was still working my full-time job as an employee, my full-time bookkeeping business that I was worked at self-employed. And I found out that I was kind of just doing this thing, this network marketing thing on the side as well. Now, I had zero intentions of, again, like I said, doing this as a business. However, it just kind of evolved. Okay. I was using the products. People were seeing that and it just organically grew. Now, I'm not making any income claims. However, I got to a point where I was like, I can't do it all. I'm not a nice person working 80 hours a week. Something's got to give. Can I give that? And do I see this potential that this network marketing business can kind of help fill void there? Yes, 100%. So that's what I did. I stepped into my network marketing role, a little bit, at a higher capacity, and I just really went on this personal development journey. Okay. Again, I've always been someone who's consumed things such as podcasts, courses all the time. I have always been someone who loves that kind of, personal development. However, as I started growing a team in my network marketing organization, I realized that I wanted to be the best coach and mentor for them. Okay. Did I have those skills? Maybe not. So I started really diving into developing on my coaching skills, developing on my leadership skills, and all of those things so that I could help these women that were joining my team to be the best versions of themselves and, and to hit the goals that they wanted to do. So then, fast forward a little bit more and I was getting referred to other people. Okay. And I was coaching them under the banner of my network marketing business. And they were even people not in network marketing, just entrepreneurs or business people or people wanting to progress in their career. And I loved it. Okay. And still to this day, I love, love, love the most is the coaching aspect of my business, actually helping and seeing people change into the best versions of themselves, see them lift the lids of the lids that they had to their goals, help them identify what their limiting beliefs are and push forward, all those things. Absolutely love, love, love. That fills my cup and that gives me the most amount of joy. So that's literally how my coaching journey kind of started out. Um, and I knew then that I wanted to be a coach. And that was it. I knew that I wanted to be a coach. I knew I wanted to train. I knew I wanted to be a speaker. I knew I wanted to share my skills, and things like that. And basically, each and every day now, I get to help and empower others, to live the life of their dreams and to help them become the best versions of themselves. So that's just in a nutshell a little bit about me. Because so what am I going to bring to this podcast? How is it going to help you? What types of things am I going to talk about? So do you know what? I also love human design. And if you are familiar with human design, I am a 5/1 emotional, manifesting generator, so Manny Gen. So being a Manny Gen, who knows what you're going to get? You're going to get topics from one thing to another thing. I'm literally going to go with my gut, go with my intuition, go with what I feel like either people are needing in my community right now, by the questions that I'm being asked, by the feedback I'm being given, by the information that my team are asking. That's the information and the knowledge and the skills and the topics that I'm going to bring you. My favorite stuff, just so that it's not sounding very vague, I love anything that's like time management, anything that's going to help you lift your goal, work more efficiently, work more effectively to get things done. I'm not saying work 24 hours a day. I've learnt my lessons and now I'm very effective in how I work, when I work, to make sure that I'm aligning with all my values, and prioritizing all the things that are super important to me. So I'm going to bring you lots of information about that. I might touch on some human design. Who knows? We'll definitely be talking about things like what's holding you back. What's holding you back? Are there limiting decisions? Are there limiting beliefs? Things that are going to hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself. What are you saying to yourself? Okay. I am a master coach in NLP, timeline therapy, hypnosis. So some of that might come in. Okay. But I will try and keep it in everyday terms, okay? I'm not going to be someone who gives it to you in the jargon, but just real life things that are going to help you within your business, whether or not you're an entrepreneur, whether or not you're a business owner, whether or not you want to progress in the career, or whether or not you just have a huge passion on being the best version of yourself, and you listen to podcasts or watch videos or whatever just to help you get there, to build your skills. Okay, this podcast is going to be for you. So I hope you enjoyed our first podcast. If you have any questions or any feedback, please feel free to contact me. And you are welcome to reach out and ask me anything. I am an open book. But thanks for listening and staying tuned for our first podcast. Um, our next one is going to be a good one. You're not going to want to miss it. All right. Bye, everyone.